Hey guys, hey, welcome to the wheat field. Welcome to the wheat field. This is your girl La T coming in with a channeled message. Thank you so much for joining me here. Thank you so much for coming in. Like I said, this is La T from Tears and Wheat Tarot Show, where you show enough never know what you're gonna get. Today, I am feeling it. Like, I gotta go do some stuff coming up soon, and I really don't want to do it. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. But we must go through it. So, this is for all of the other me's in the YouTube land. Because you know this is Tears and Wheat Tarot Show, where testimony meets tarot. You sure enough never know what you're going to get, beloved, because this right here is like a whole box of chocolates. When I say a whole box, I mean it's a whole box like that. You know, we do the Hershey's Gold, pots of gold, we don't do no Whitman sampler. That's some nasty shit. You fuck up a whole box of chocolate. But anyway, I digress. For those who like Whitman's, no offense. Just saying, it's not my choice. If I would pick some chocolate, that would not be it. It would not. Anywho, we gotta do some stuff we don't want to do. Who else out there is feeling like that? Like, you gotta go do something, you gotta go face something. It's pretty big, pretty major, and you just don't want to do it. Like, even as prepared as you are, because I feel prepared. I do. And I really believe that it's going to be a positive outcome. I believe that. I believe it. I know it. I know it. At the very least, it's going to give me a sense of freedom. Like, the situation will be over and done. At least, my soulmate knows I know spirit. It might be something else that we have to do. I'm feeling after that, because it's a pretty major thing that we have to face. But even if you know that you are protected, you are guarded, the spirit is with you, like right here with you, to carry you through. You still have to go through it. And to go through it is a thing. Like, that's the emotional pull. That is the test, to hold on to the spirit and dig deeply. I found myself had to shed a few tears. I did, because the purging is good, and it's never really done, I don't feel. I feel like it's still always that residual, like coming up and coming out and coming out, a little bit at a little bit, a little bit at a time, and as it comes up, feel it, release it. Don't deny yourself. That is the first step in making sure that you are never in a situation where other people are denying you. Like, know your worth and your worthiness, that you are to be seen. You have needs. Your voice needs to be heard, and your needs to be met. And the first person to hear self, to see self, to meet the needs of self is self. So my message today is for anyone who might be feeling a kind of way. For anyone who may be going through something, having to face something big, something major. Something that you feel prepared for, confident in the outcome, but you still have to face it nonetheless. And there's emotions tied to that, the act of facing it, the act of going through each step that the spirit takes you, one and the two, you have to do the work, and you have to travel that path. And as you travel, as you journey, you're going to feel. So do not diminish or dismiss your own feelings. It's one thing to deal, but it's a very, very different thing to heal. And in order to heal, you have to feel. And sometimes when you just dealing with something, it don't let you feel nothing. Because that's how some people get through. I used to do it too, so it ain't no pun intended. I'm just telling you what I'm going through so I can get through it, and just to say it from my heart, because I really mean it. Right? I am going through a thing, and I pick up energy. And this energy is not just for me, but for other me's as well. So if y'all want to jump into some cards, flow with your girl, and see what happens, what comes out, so whoever else might be going through a feeling about facing your scenario, even getting to coming up to that crossing line, and you getting ready to run across all of the emotions, all of the hard work, all of the journey, every piece of effort that you put into it, everything can well up in you. That's why I feel like racers and runners, when you win and you cross that line, you have such a burst of emotion, like it just comes out and they start to cry and they could feel, because during the race, a lot of times you just smushing that shit back and you moving so fast and that pace is so quick that you don't really feel shit. You just going. You don't feel the pounding of the ground beneath your feet. You don't hear or really recognize the other runners around you. You just laser tunnel focus, just going, doing what needs to be done on every day, every step along the way. But when you hit that finish line, when you can see it coming up on you, you notice that you right there, you finna cross it, that emotion starts to come up and it comes out. And sometimes people, I got it, your girl is feeling it. We feeling it. We got some new cards too, y'all. So if you again, it's a ride. It gonna come together. I know it might feel like a hot mess, a testimony in tarot, like to what is she talking about? But this is the Tears and We Tarot show, where you show enough never know what you're gonna get. Cause again, it's like a box of chocolates. Life itself is like a box of chocolates. It is. You never know what you're gonna get. And you could get fucked around in some messed up shit. I'm telling you. Oh, we didn't put the disclaimer out there. We spiritual, not religious at all. We spiritual, real spiritual. We do everything in the spirit. We do. We do. And we cuss too. So if that's how it comes out, because shit is shit, then that's what we call it, okay? So if you can't hang with that, then you might not want to stick around here. I'm just saying, it can get thick, depending on what the message is. And the message is what the message is. I'm not real great at Roman numerals. I'm really not. That's just the thing that I got. You know what I mean? I might call a 4 a 6, a 6 a 4, or some shit like that. But I get the energy right. I'm telling you, I do. And if it's wrong and I ain't in the right way, the spirit will pull me back and have me say what I'm supposed to say. That happens too, Ashe. Anything else we should say? Source says to pray. Yes. So we channel, we scribe. Whatever is written, whatever is said, we say, we relay the message. We are the surrendered willing vessel to be a messenger onto the Most High God, to bring a message that's edifying not only onto self, first and foremost, so that I can be served, I can be strong. First, like to build myself up, to love on me. Because that's the first priority. To love on myself fully is how I love the source, because the source is in me. I'm a pixel, I'm a piece of the Most High God. Get off of my throat chakra. We are a pixel, we are a piece of the Most High God. And to love that piece of the source, is everything. To put you first. And again, if you run in that race, it can get emotional. Because you may have had to go through a lot of stuff, sacrifice some stuff, battle through some stuff, lose some stuff. Yes, loss. The loss, the grief, the heaviness. Putting the old behind you. Because you start praying for a whole new life, a whole new abundance. But people don't realize that the new life is going to cost them the old life. And there's attachments to that. And when they leave, oh, it hurt. You feel a kind of way about that. Even if you want it to go away, Ashe, you still feel a whole kind of way. Where are those that have walked away from a job? You know what I mean? You can't wait to get this new job. You done scouted out, been putting your resume in, going on little interviews, don't nobody know. Then you put your 2 weeks in, you like, yeah, we ready to go. But when that last day hit, you still feel some kind of way. You attached to the people. You attached to the routine. The whole thing is still a sentiment. And you could brush it off and act like you don't feel it, but you do. You do. Not only do you feel letting go of the old, but you have some intrepidation, some hesitation about the new, some nervousness, a little bit of an anxiety of getting through, even the gap from the old to the new, because it's a space. Get a little sip. I got my little slushy. So this is a new deck of cards. It is some like affirmations. Tell you how great you are. I think that's fun. But thank you, Father, for being here as you bring a message to edify onto self so that I may edify you. Yes, Father. Let me be so full in that edification that I overflow. Then the overflow allows my blessings to become a blessing to your wheat so that I can edify them so that they can edify thee. Yes, let us come together in unity over the principles of the message so that we may broaden ourselves, magnify ourselves, make ourselves bigger, expansive, so that we can serve that edification back up onto thee. Yes, for we are your wheat and we are called for good bread. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Please, Father, step forth and bring a message that will soothe the hearts of anyone who need it on this day. Soothe my heart, bring me comfort, Ashe, as I get ready to journey into a space that's unknown. Fight demons so that they can be slayed. Do the work that has been laid before me, Father. Yes, and I trust that you will be with me every step of the way. Every step, every single day. Making the way. Make it clear. Make it plain. Clear out any confusion. Clear out any chaos or disillusion. Clear up the conflict, Father. Yes. Clear out any ill-devised plot or scheme that may be devised against me, Father. For no weapon formed shall prosper, Father. Yes. For you have the last say. And we have come, Father. We are surrendered, Father. Yes. And we serve in the kingdom of the Lord. And we know that we are protected, Father. Yes. If we are in alignment with the work that is set before us to do, please, please pull me into the holiest of holies and surround me with your loving bright light. Yes, Father. I feel your warmth. I feel your comfort. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I feel your encouragement. Yes, strengthen me, Father. Strengthen me, that I may bear the load that's on my shoulders and what has been placed upon me. And I ask you to extend that to every week that needs it in this moment, Father. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Seal out anything that is against us, that is against your word, Father. Seal it out. Seal it out. Bind it up, Father. Bind it up and cast it down. Cast it down. Return it to its sender, Father, yes. For this is the season of the return. Return it to its season, its sender. Return it to its sender. For it to never return again. It must remain. It must remain. Thank you, Father. Thank you. Are we sealed, Father? Are we in agreement? If we are in agreement, give me your ashe or further words we must pray. Source says to rest your heart. All is well. All is well. I feel chaos, confusion. It's in the past. Smooth going forward. Smooth sailing, smooth sailing, smooth sailing. It seems like you're going to have a season of peace. Just flow. A season of peace. feel like it's 7 years. 7 years. 7 years of peace. It's on the horizon. It's right here. Rest yourself. Work on your solar plexus chakra so that you can dissolve and digest the energy. Let it fall away. Let it fall away. Feel like somebody's going back and forth, or just, it's like harmony, like the rhythmic flow, harmony, peace, rest, comfort. Calm. I feel like it's time for someone to speak, but to calm, steady, strong, in the spirit. Trust the spirit, like grounded, rooted, grounded, stable. I feel stability. Like the spirit is going to come and stabilize you, like trust in that. You can lean on that, yes. You can lean on the stability of the spirit. Is there further words, Father? Have you granted us your Ashe? Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Let's get it. Let's get it, let's get it. I'm telling y'all, we got this one. Work-life balance is here. Working hard in a job is great, but you may have a job you may have a job that you love. Working in a job is great, and you may have a job that you love, but don't forget that your job is only a part of you. It is not your whole life. Maintaining a healthy work-life balance has a crucial impact on mental well-being, growth as a person, and overall life enjoyment. Yes, give your best at work, but don't deprive yourself of essential human freedoms. That's a challenge. That's a challenge. Somebody's work-life balance is off, and I could say for self, to what? Because we will work. I mean, like, we do our prayer when we work up a little bit. We do our prayer, but then we right off into engagement. We do engagement, then we do a message, and then we work the 9 to 5, and then we get off the 9 to 5. And in between the 9 to 5 on breaks and stuff, we might bring another message, or we might do some more engagement, and then we get off, and then we engage, and then we might do another message. I mean, like, it is just, not to mention other personal issues you got to work on too, you know. So it's like, you know, family, friends, and all that stuff. Fear is here. Fear is here. And I don't think I showed y'all this one. I just read it. Yeah, so that's in a challenge. Is it challenge for the past? Yes. Is it challenge for the future? No. So I feel like maybe things are going to balance out for you. You're going to come into a season where, again, I feel like somebody crossing that finish line. Like, you get to the point where you work so hard, you cross the finish line, and then it's like, you can rest. And Father said rest is coming, like a season of peace, and rest is coming. You probably still going to have to do some work or whatever, but it's not going to be as heavy as the work and the load that you were carrying. I feel like somebody's getting ready to put that load down. I'm one of them, testimony to tarot, right? And I mean, that's just what this is. So if you are another person who have been carrying a load, I mean, like wearing multiple hats, some of those hats going to be resolved. It's going to go away. You know, it's some things that you're not going to have to engage in no more, or it's going, the amount of engagement is going to be so reduced. It's like, but fear, particularly the fear of failure, is the main thing that holds us back in life. However, when we look logically at this fear, and realize that the setbacks are not the end of the world. The setbacks are not the end of the world, you know, but in fact they can be used to drive our future success, because we learn from our failures. We learn what not to do, and that is very important. You know, we look at babies, they learn what not to do. They look at it, they be watching you. They be like, to what? Oh, I can do that. I can't wait to get mobile. As soon as I can get over there, oh, I'm doing that. They watching you, how you lock up that cabinet, all that. So as soon as you going on about your business, they over there trying to get that cabinet open, because they done seen you do it. They ain't afraid to try, and they not afraid to fail. They fail quick and they fail often, and that is an important part of learning. But sometimes when we become grown-ups, we think that we're supposed to get it right. Somebody done taught us that, oh, you're supposed to get it right the first time around or the second time around, and if you don't, then it's something wrong. But no, fail fast, fail often. It's important to success. The only way to success is through failure, because nothing beats a failure but a try. You keep trying and trying and trying, and you will succeed. You will. We free ourselves to face challenges with a clear and confident attitude and strive freely towards becoming our best selves. Yes, your best self. I am fearless in the face of failure. I will not let fear prevent me from being my best self. And I really feel that last sentence. I will not let fear prevent me from being my best self. Yes, here. Yes. Anything else in here? Yes, we see self-worth. That's here. We got self-worth. We talked about self-worth and worthiness. Strength is also here. What's this on the bottom? Health. Work-life balance. Taking care of your health. Taking care of your health. And it's in reverse, like somebody needs to do more. I'll take that for self, to take care of your health. I talk about it all the time, eating well and drinking plenty of water. I need to drink more water. I do not drink enough water, y'all. I don't. Gratitude. Gratitude is huge because it helps you be thankful for where you at and what you got. Now that's something that we are very gracious. We have gratitude for every single thing. Well, I know we're not really grateful about having to go do this thing. We really wish we would rather not. We would rather not have to do it. We really would. I would rather not. But it's on my path and I gotta go through it. I got to. And I gotta have courage. Gotta have courage. You gotta have courage. Like, it's on your pathway. You know, if you stop, then what? The outcome that you fear will realize. It will materialize. You have to be courageous and know that the Spirit is with you. Your highest self is with you, carrying you through, guiding you. If you listen to it, dig into it, acknowledge it. Yes. Life presents challenges, and facing these challenges require courage. Sometimes it's the courage to overcome fear or doubt. We don't doubt. We just have fear. It's just to go through it. Yes. Other times it is the courage to not give up in the face of adversity. Like, don't give up. We just got finished saying that nothing beats a failure but a try. You keep trying and trying and trying, and that means you didn't give up in the face of adversity. No matter how many times it felt like you fell down, no matter how many times you felt like you lost, no matter how many people counted you out, no matter how many people supported you, no matter how many people said you couldn't do it, no matter how many of the resources around you that you don't see that tells you you can't be, don't give up. Don't give up. If the Father gave you that dream and it gave you that thought and gave you that inspiration and gave you the intuition, it will give you everything you need in order to manifest it, to bring it into your physical. You got to know it and feel it in the spirit first, and it will happen. It will happen. So sometimes it's the courage to not give up in the face of adversity or to stand up for what you believe is right. Stand up for what you believe, what you know is right. Because that's where I'm at. I got to stand up for what I know is right. And refuse to let somebody do me wrong, because I know I'm worth more than that. I am 10 toes deep in this, and I refuse. I must stand up for what I know is right, because I know if it happened to me, it's going to happen to somebody else. It is. And it's my obligation, not only to my highest self, to my physical self, this self, all of myself, to stand up, but it is for others. Because I don't want to see nobody else hurt. Courage often means letting go of the familiar. We just talked about that. You might have did the whole interview, scouting a whole new job, got the job and everything, is still on that last day is letting go of that familiarity. It gives you a feeling. You ready to go. You know it. You like to what? But it's still something about that familiar circumstance and a familiar environment. Like moving from your little small apartment into your great big house, you still gonna miss that little apartment and all the familiar memories. Yes, we were saying memories. Is that right? Memories that are associated with that space. It makes you step out your comfort zone, stepping out of your comfort zone and delve into an inner strength. Delve into it and to utilize that inner strength. The inner strength that you have, that you may not even know. Is that a challenge? Yeah. Yeah. Because you got to deal with it. It says, I have the strength to deal with any challenge today that brings. Any challenge that today brings. I am courageous when others are afraid. I have the strength to deal with any challenge today brings. I had to go into the spirit and pull out some more strength. I had to get a hug that, I initially said I didn't need, but I really did need it. I did. I needed it. We just saw anger flip back. Because it is a part of me that's still angry. You gotta go deal with some of this stuff. You be pissed off. Like what? Self-image. Self-image is here. And it looked like your highest self is looking at your little self. Like this is the highest self, and that's your little self, your physical self, and your spiritual self is looking at the physical. That's how I feel about it. Beauty products and social media can offer short-term boosts to self-image. But the only thing that truly shows you in your best light is your personality. A person's attitude towards life is reflected on their face. Ugly feelings like hatred and bitterness show themselves on the faces of those who hold them, while a person who radiates love and kindness is a beautiful sight. So radiate love. Let go of well, we want to say anger, but sometimes you might need to transmute that and use it as fuel. But fear, it'll show on your face. You will look afraid, and you won't look secure and confident. And people often mistrust people who aren't confident. Sometimes you just say it confidently and be bold in your actions. People believe it. You believe it, they believe it, pretty much. While a person who radiates love and kindness is a beautiful sight, no matter what their physical profile. Yeah, a person who radiates love and kindness is a beautiful sight, no matter what their physical profile. So don't worry about all of this. Just feel it from the inside out, and it will come out. You know what I mean? On the inside, and it will come out. It will show up here. And that's what's attractive, yes. As my inner beauty shines through, my confidence grows. Yes, I am beautiful in mind, body, and spirit. I want to hear it. I am beautiful in mind, body, and spirit. I like that. I feel better already. We had listening. I saw listening was the next card. Yeah, so. Do you want anything else out of this day? Nope. Teamwork is here. Creativity is here. But we have freedom. I said that, right on the tip of my nose, yes. what I'm getting ready to go through is my pathway to freedom. It's on my pathway to freedom, and I have to go through it. I have to. It feels like Dorothy and the, her peeps, the Cowardly Lion and the Tin Man and the Scarecrow, and they was all scared, and they had to go through the haunted forest, and all they was saying, lions and tigers and bears, oh my, lions and tigers and bears, oh my. And then my favorite part on that, y'all hang with me, don't click off, don't stay right here. When the Cowardly Lion, he went up to that sign and read, and he was like, I would turn back now if I were you. You talking about you turn around so quick, like you ain't gonna tell me twice. Deuce. Ow. That was hilarious. He had to have some courage. That was her whole thing. She needed to have that courage. She had to dig into self. She ended up in a whole situation that she didn't know what to do. The first thing she found was that intellect. Yeah, the Scarecrow to help her think, get her bearings. Yes. I think the next thing they picked up was her heart, like the heart to like keep going, to keep trying to just like, okay, I got my wits about me, I got my heart, and then the next thing, it was the courage. Those two together built up her courage so she could keep on going. And even when that courage got shaky, the heart and the intellect, came together and held it up. I mean, there was a time when they had to hold the Cowardly Lion, one on each side of his arm, like he was shaking. Like, that shit was hilarious. I'm telling you, I still watch The Wizard of Oz because there's so many good lessons in it. Like when you really break down the characters that's in the movie and what's really happening, the whole theme of things, whatever, go with your girl. You know how I get. Anywho, growth is here on the bottom. Growth is leading you to freedom. And that freedom is going to take you into some growth. And that's what we were saying. Not only are you growing in the spirit, you're growing your spirit, your higher self is like, it's the higher self, it already knows. But you don't know. You're growing through this iteration of life. You're journeying on a journey through this life. And to get through it, you're going to go through some adversities. You're going to have to pull out that character, that courage. It will develop your character for sure and help you polarize. Like, are you going to lean into the dark shit and the negative, or are you going to come over into the light? Are you going to balance yourself, like just coming apart and be like pretty good with the whole thing? Because creation is whole. The Most High God made all things good and evil, so it is the composition, all of it, right? And you have all of these attributes, and to become good and balanced and part is a part of your journey. To know when you got to pull out of this bag and when you got to pull out of this bag. Because leaning too far either way ain't necessarily the way. It's just not. Growth. Every experience we have in life, from the delightful to the terrible, can contribute to our overall enlightenment. Now you tell me that ain't pretty much what I just said. They said it a whole lot more succinct than I did, and way more concise, but I'm telling you, that's what I just said. So we really just said it twice. I'll show you. Okay, come on, let's get it. Let's get it, Father, let's get it. Yes, we feeling good. I feel it. I feel the spirit. Yeah, I feel it. Come on in here. Life is full of tests, both big and small. And whatever their results, we can always take something from it to help us to learn about ourselves, yes, and the impact we have on others. The impact that we have on others. That's why it's important to sometimes have to speak up and speak out, because you never know that the demon that you have been placed in front of, that big ass giant, and you are David, and you are standing there and you have been called out. Like, this giant has been terrorizing the whole fucking city, and ain't nobody been able to slay this damn giant. And here they come, because they done heard about you. They heard about you. Oh yeah, they did. And then they came over there and got you because your reputation precedes you. And now you done got, what? And I gotta sit up here and look, and you look, huh? You mean to tell me David did? Hell yeah, he was nervous too. I believe he was. But he still had faith. He had courage. And he looked around and he didn't see no whole bunch of nothing to slay this big ass giants, but there was some rocks down here, and well, I guess we gonna use these motherfucking rocks. And what happened? Threw that damn rock at him, threw the rock, come on with it at him, and Goliath, and took Goliath's sword, the sword of truth, what could be words, you know what I mean? People run their mouth long enough, they tell on themselves. Yeah, they do, beloved, yes, they do. And took Goliath's sword and cut his head off with his own sword. Now, ain't that for what ending? Shay. Being open to these lessons increases our emotional intelligence and our ability to analyze situations with clarity. Learn you, darn you. Oh, yeah. You talking about learnt a lesson to, won't be doing that one. You talking about peepers is wide open. You talking about eyes wide shut. Let this one right here say to what? No, no, weeds. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. When I say we had a lesson in growth, oh, yeah. Pull out all of them damn characteristics. You talking about some heart, some courage, some intellect, some show enough intellect, and that was first. Like, what we gonna do? Because we got to do something. You've been called out. You know when you get called out when you a kid, you got to do something. You got to do something. You've been called out. Might be scared as hell. You got to think about it like, shit, first of all, do I want to step up to this plate? Because look. And then your heart, like, you know, I got heart. Yes. And that heart and that intellect equate to courage. Courage. What did I say, y'all? Strength. Yes. Strength. These adventures, these adversities that come to us, oh yes, they equate to strength. That's how you develop your strength, by going through these adventures, adversities. Strength. I am strong, independent, and nothing can hold me down. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. None. Not when you are ordained by the Most High. No. They didn't know you was a chosen one. They didn't know. The Most High did, though. That's why you was called out, to slay that giant, because you was chosen to slay the giant. Again, speaking up so that nobody else go through the same thing, because somebody finna learn. My inner strength grows every day, and maybe they won't learn. Maybe they don't. You know. Some people just compassion. Father say have some compassion, though. Make sure you always have compassion, because you know that stairwell, it go both ways, up and down. It do. So remain humble at all times, because that lesson that they getting could easily be taught to you. So you learn it while you in it too. I'm just saying. Because if you was called to slay the dragon, then you need to know what that dragon was doing and don't do it. Because if you turn around and become a dragon, then somebody might be sent to slay you. What that say? Compassion. Compassion. With my compassion, I make a positive difference to the world. Yeah. I am sensitive to the needs of others. I'm sensitive to the needs of others. This dragon, you know, yeah, anger. That's the whole thing. We said anger earlier. I do. But it's not like I don't want this dragon to get in the right way. I do. You know, I wish the best for them. Honestly, I do. You're going to have to face what you're facing. You got what's coming to you, because that's by the Most High God, and I'm going to do what I'm told to do. Yes. I got to do what I'm told to do. And I said what I was told to say. And then we're going to have to say it again and say it again and say it again and say it again and say it again, because we got to speak up, Ashe. That way people don't continue to get hurt. Your mark on the world is so much bigger than your whole situation. Sometimes people do stuff, and especially in our community right here, we have a real bad thing about not speaking up when people are hurtful, when they are harmful, when they are toxic, and when they are, you know, malevolent. They are dragging. Because just because you brown don't make you chosen. It don't. And some of us are sent here to do a work. We are all come. And to shy away from that could put others at risk when it's in your hands to say something, to do something about it. Anger. It's not always a bad thing. You can use it. It's a tool. It's another one of those things that's on that side that you know how to pull out and balance out things. What do we say? Which one is it? Life is full of tests, both big and small, and whatever their results, we can always take something from them to learn, help us learn about ourselves and the impact we have on others. That's this one. I don't really know how it be coming out. Sometimes it look clear on my end, but by the time I uploaded it, it looking like so much. You can't read none of that shit, so hopefully you trust me enough to know that's what it said. We ain't got no reason to lie, y'all. Anger. Dealing with feelings of anger is unavoidable, and it is a legitimate part of life and can be done with calm, in a calm and thoughtful way. That's what Spirit was telling me. Calm. Calm yourself. Yes. By confronting our anger and focusing on the reasons for it, and on the feelings and sensations it provokes, we pay the anger respect and we let it exist. Yes, give it respect. Just because you learn how to deal don't mean that you healed. We said that. You got to give that anger respect. The respect it deserves. They pissed you off, they ain't giving you no respect. You pissed off, you ain't giving your own self no respect. Who respecting you? Who gonna do it if you don't? And you can't teach nobody else if you don't. So give your whole range of emotion. Give it the right to be there, to exist. Give it the respect and the honor that it deserves. Understand where it came from, what's triggering you, what provoked you. Put some focus on it, because whatever that's triggering you too could be a part of your purpose. That's wrapped up in your purpose. It's a part of what you're supposed to do. It triggers and provokes you for a reason. By doing this and breathing slowly, we can own our anger. Own it. Own it and ultimately let it go. That's how I felt when Father said, and let it go. To give that emotion that is in my solar plexus chakra, that anger, that anxiety, the nervousness, all of it, give it attention. Give it a little focus. Give it the care. Give it the respect that it deserves, the reverence. Reverence for how I am feeling. And put some focus on what provoked it. What triggered it? Did I was it called into me? Did I get called out into it? How did it come to exist? Because it does exist. And to own it, to know it, to feel it, to calm myself and to become in control of it. Ooh, baby. You talking about somebody being able to take all of that emotion and channel it. Oh, and channel it and focus attention so you could direct it back out where it's supposed to go. Ooh, I feel it, Father. To just push it out where it's supposed to go. You're talking about target focus. I can feel the energy shoot through my fingertip like you could take somebody. I feel like that's how David felt when he threw that rock. Like all of everything was just up, and then he channeled all of that energy and just pulled it back and just slung that boy forward. And when I'm talking about, it came out with a velocity that took Goliath down. He was able to get that sword of truth, use Goliath's sword to cut his own head off. What can you do when you channel and focus all of that energy, all of that anger, all that's pent up inside of you. Everything that you keep pushing down, everything that you won't acknowledge, you won't even pay it no attention. And we wonder why folks don't pay us no attention. All around here with this social media stuff, gotta be all made up and dialed up to get the attention. No, pay you some attention, beloved. Let that love, all of that beauty come from the inside out, but it's stuck underneath the rage, stuck underneath the fear, stuck underneath the anxiety. Gotta get it out. I saw bitterness, stuck underneath the bitterness, the jealousy, the envy, the hurt, the pain, the emotions of it all. The emotions. Feel your emotions. Be with them. Honor them so that you can process them. You can process them. And then you can move on and enjoy your life. You can move on. Anything else in here? Anything else? Anything else gonna take you like? This one right here. So we're starting with you're on the right path. These are new too, y'all. You're on the right path. We flew out. Spiritual teacher. That's a good one. Spiritual teacher. Yes. Says you heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. I pray that somebody would get something out of it. It's definitely helpful for me. I tell you, edifying unto self, so that I may be so full that I may overflow and ever edify my weak, my brethren. Yes. For heaven has come to do a work. It has. Heaven has come to do a work, to come to earth, to reside in earth and on earth to do a work. For we are a surrendered, willing, surrendered vessel unto the Most High God. And the Most High will come and speak to us, through us. He will speak. Father lives, Father lives, Father breathes. Breathes through you, through me. Yes, the breath is here. Connects and binds us all. The infinite intelligence of the all is here. It is everywhere. It is now. It is not something far off waiting to come down and do it. No, it's here. Heaven is here. Heaven has come to earth to do a work. Music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. And I was listening to a little bit of inspirational music before we got on here. So that's good. And justice. Justice. Father, come on in with the justice. I receive it. I receive it. I receive it. Yes, I receive it. We also been reading for some other people that's going through some stuff. They waiting on their justice. They waiting on their day. They going to have to participate in that day. You're going to have to participate. If that's you, justice is on the way. Know that it's on the way. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. And I don't feel this just on career. I feel it in all kinds of ways. Again, it's a whole giant, a whole dragon getting ready to be slayed. And I feel like that's justice. Justice. And who knows, after you slay this here dragon, it might jumpstart you into a whole different career. Yes. Where you would be doing something similar, I should being able to testify to what just happened in that day. And how you got through it and how the Father made a way. I should. Speaker is here. Somebody might be a speaker. We've been talking about speaking up and lifting up your voice, helping being on to others who may be going through the same thing as you, who done traveling the road that you done been down, and you can show them the light. You can give them a little bit of guidance. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. Your life purpose involves speaking to others. I feel the Hierophant card. Yes, I feel the Hierophant card. You want this right now? Do you want anything else in here? Nope, but we stopped on strength. We got strength right here. Ooh, come on, Father, with it. We stopped on strength right here. We got strength right here. And baby, when I tell you my little major arcana deck, strength, strength, Strength. Be strong, beloved. Can you see all of that? Can you see all of them? I'm trying to make sure that you can get this in this here shot. Because sometimes I can't see what we got in there. I just really can't. So we gonna put strength right back there. And we're gonna put, you want this right here, right there, right there. Okay, we're gonna leave that right there. Strength, beloved. Strength. Courage. We got courage. Compassion. We had compassion. Focus. Persuasion. Influence. Conviction. Yes. Energy. Energy. What was the energy? The energy was the anger. That was the energy that you need to harness to bring yourself into some calm, resolute, and use that anger. Ooh, baby, you talking about somebody finna get it. Determination, influence, compassion. Compassion. But it's also time to take action. It is time to take action. Yes, yes it is. And you see that 8 right there? Oh yeah. You got the strength of the infinite behind that. And look what's behind that. That's that priestess. That's the secret keeper telling you to be strong. The Spirit says be strong in the Spirit. You getting ready. It's going to be done. It's going to be done. It's going to be done. I see a couple cards on my table that's really, and we got discovery of self. We got the student that's here. We got the selfie still sitting here too with that social media to what kind of thing. We got the energy is gaining momentum. We see that on the mooncology, and we also got you are being called into service with the starry guidance. The stars say you are being called into service. And my mindful message is sitting right here. This one right here says, but wait. There's more. That's that growth card. Somebody, I think, gonna have a whole career change. Something to happen. Something to take off. Something to happen. It is. It is. You on the edge. You on the edge of greatness. You may not know that everything gonna be different, but just wait till you get on the other side. Wait till you get on the other side. Be strong. Have that courage, because there's more. There is more. But wait, there is more. And Father said all is well, said that in a prayer, scribed it out that all is well. And look what is the next card right here on this mindful message right here. This mindful message is right here. To keep this right here on your mind, right here, right in the forefront, in the front of your mind. Father say all is well, beloved. All is well. All is okay. All is okay. Everything, Father, got it well at hand. He do. All that I feel is okay. I hold myself in love through the unsureness, through the worry, through the doubt, through the fear, the anger, the anxiety, the rejection, or anything that makes you feel overwhelmed. Everything is okay. It's all, everything's all right. I am thankful to feel the range of emotions. I am thankful to feel the range of emotions that I do. These emotions are the very contrast that leads me to my higher expansion. Now, how about that for some synchronicity, okay? Feel your emotions, be with them, honor them, process them, and then move on and enjoy your life. Come on, Father. The lovers, we're talking about coming back with together with you, or maybe this just is a situation with lovers, and we see the 6 of Pentacles with give and take, some equal give and take, and we got the cycle right here, the world, something coming to an end, something coming to an end, a closing of something is coming to an end. And I told you, testimony to the road, that is definitely true for me. I say it is, it is. So all the other me's out here, what did I say? Didn't I say something else was coming to me? Didn't I show you the wheel? Didn't I just show you the wheel on that? Did I not just show you the wheel on that other card? And what did the Father pull out? Father say, it is time. What's being released? All this bullshit. Didn't I say somebody was slaying a whole motherfucking dragon? I told you I'm getting... Dragons is being slayed. Giants are being slayed. We're talking about walls is falling and mountains is moving, and I am not joking. When I say the energy is gaining, it is gaining. It is gaining. Things are, look, I can't say it no better than that. Father say it is time. Time for this bullshit right here to come to an end. It's coming down. When I say it's coming down, it's coming down. And you might feel a certain kind of way having to face it, to go into it, to do what you have to do, I say. But the Spirit is with you. And Father said all is okay. All is okay. It's okay. It is. Somebody finna see the light. When I say the sun, the joy, the happiness is on the way, it's on the way. Beloved, that joy, that happiness, all of the peace, all of the peace. Yes, Father, the peace is coming. Ooh, ooh. Truth. Truth. The peace. Happiness. Rest. When I hear abundance, abundance. Whew. Beloved. Yes, when I say somebody finna move on, we got the chariot moving on to peace. We got temperance. We got the healing. We got the spirit coming through. It's finna heal you. Everything is okay. It's time for some action. It's time for it to come out. Strength is popping out again. Be strong in the spirit. Yes. Balance, being restored. Balance, beloved. Balance. And we talked about being balanced. We talked about work-life balance in the beginning. Balance. We got the star, the spirit, guiding you. You just follow the spirit. The spirit gonna take you everywhere you need to go. Just follow it. That little voice that's in the inside of your head, just follow your gut instinct. Your spirit will tell you what to do. Balance, adaptability, prioritization, time management, finding balance. Finding balance. It's multitasking here and perseverance. The thing that I feel the heaviest is finding balance. To bring you to a state of balance. I feel like you done worked your ass off like a whole athlete training. And when you train, not only do you have to train the body, you have to train your mind, you have to train your spirit, and then you also have to collaborate. And you got people that's around you, naysayers. You can't do this. Everybody ain't gonna be supportive. You can't eat what they eat. And so now you gotta have a whole different diet if somebody's supporting you in what you need, what you require to run these marathons, to play this game, to be successful on what's been placed in front of you. Probably not. Knowing that you gotta eat vegan and no meats or no bread or no carbs, and they wanna come in with pizza. Follow your spirit. The spirit is gonna grab, and maybe somebody got whole star potential. Is it another card behind there? Star potential. What did I say? Star potential. That's the star. And we got magician. Like whatever you put your hands to, however you work it out, it's gonna be great. Like you equipped with all kind of tools. I mean, David picked up a rock, but then he picked up a sword once he used the rock. It's just all about what you're gonna use to manifest. And that's what I was saying. Also, be very, very careful with your tools, your words, your spirit, all of it. Like the anger can be tricky. You can use it, transmute it, use it in calm, and you can use that as a tool to throw that rock. But if you be all over the place, you knee-jerk reaction, you fuck up the whole damn thing. Stay calm. Judgment is here. Let your spirit, the hermit, your inner spirit guide you. Justice, judgment is here. Let the spirit help you make the choices. I feel like the spirit is going to give you the words. The spirit is going to show you what to do. Tap in. And what is right behind that? The other magician and the fucking strength card. Lined up so that you can get past this here. This tower. This tower. This tower. This tower. So that you can do what? Move the hell on. Move on. Move on. Move on to what? I feel like this growth, this new career, and look what just popped out. And I told you, I felt like this card when I saw that one. What did it say? We're gonna have to pick these up. I sure. Can we pick them up? Thank you, Father. Thank you. Thank you. We felt this card. Growth right here. spiritual teacher. Hierophant. That's what I was feeling. These two. When this came out, I said I felt the Hierophant. And that's what I feel. Somebody is a spiritual teacher. I feel like you are going to have a career in doing this. Like it's going to be a whole different shift for you. It is. It's going to be a shift. And it's going to come peaceful. It is. Like a smooth transition. Right on into doing something that you're going to be able to help others along their journey, along their way. It's going to happen. We got teaching, spirituality, tradition, spiritual wisdom, conformity, morality, ethics, forgiveness, compassion, institutions. But I feel teaching, spirituality, yes. Spiritual wisdom, I feel. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. So, don't know what you do with, but you might end up doing something a little bit different. Just might. Whatever you do might end up being a little bit bigger. 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 It's time. It's time. Somebody's gonna slay a dragon. It's time. Tap all the toxicity and anger to be released. It's time. Listen to some music. Put some music on. Put some music on. Didn't I just shuffle? Didn't I say listen to some music and shuffle while I was saying listen to some music, put some music on and shuffle these cards and music come right back out. Father say put some music on. Change the energy in your body. Change your frequency. Don't always have to be the ones with the words either. It could just be, well, maybe we do want to listen to something. It could be something inspirational we could listen to. Yeah, we can. We like to listen to a little bit of gospel, you know what I mean? Get the spirit, you know, a little bit. But it just depends on what you like to listen to, as long as it's positive affirmation, positive affirming, something that's going to help you calm yourself, something that will help you harness that emotion, that you'll start to break it down and make it and transmute it into a usable form. So that you can get a hold of self, a hold of your emotion, so that you could target it, you could focus on what's provoking you, what needs to be said, what needs to be attacked, and just understand that everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be all right. Writing is here too. So your voice could be used in a number of different ways. It could be speaking to people, classes, I hear talks, you know what I mean, sessions, and books. Heal. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. So not only the words that you write, but the words that you say. It will come out in a multitude of ways, I feel. Anything else, Father? Anything else? Are we done? Yes. Ashe. All right, y'all. All right. That's what we have for y'all today. That is what we have for y'all today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It was definitely therapeutic onto self. It was. I feel a lot better. I do. I feel better, and I hope it was helpful for somebody else too, because I know I'm not the only me in YouTube land going through stuff like this. I am not. I know I'm not. And the Spirit tells me that there are others out there who need this as well. So as I grow and heal and go through it and just move from dealing to healing, you know what I mean? Because some stuff you just got to deal with until you can heal it. I mean, you got to deal with what it is until you can heal it, and healing is a lifelong process. It is, you know. So sometimes, you know, a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. Working it up, breaking it up so you can get it out and get it down. Just let it go so it can be released. You know. Your gut space breaks down shit all the time. Breaks down the stuff that goes in that you ate because you had to eat that one. You had to take it for the team. You had to eat it, you know. But you done ate it, and now your body gonna do what it need to do with it. Break it down, and then there's some shit gonna come out. So maybe that's what you need to do with them emotions. You know, you had to eat that. You know, you had to take that for the team. You did. You're gonna deal with it. You're gonna get through it. You're gonna deal with it. But to heal it, you gotta break it down, digest it, so you can get that shit up and get it out. Yeah. So, I think we about to be out. I'm pretty sure we good. We good? We good. I'll show you. I'll show you. To the next now, y'all know this. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. I love you just like I love me. I do. Because I love the source that made thee. By his intelligence, its mind, wisdom, the principal thing, the breath of life that connects and combines all of creation like this whole thing. Yes. Yes. I love that. I do. I do. And that's why I love you. That's why I have compassion. Because those dragons, those demons, they were made by the Most High too. And they're doing what they were designed to do. So to have compassion for them as well, yeah, goes a lot of way. And it's going to be a part of the story that you tell. It is. Ashe, y'all.